Pat Robertson is going to answer a question here from a viewer as to why liberals and secularists are always going after Christianity.
We have the freedom from religion. People and the American Civil Liberties Union continually fighting against Christians in all areas of our lives. Do they ever fight against any other religions because they find their actions offensive, such as praying in the streets? Are we the only target?
I think that's very perceptive. The truth is they understand Christianity is where the power is. The power doesn't exist in Islam. The power doesn't exist in Baha'i or some of these fringe religions. They don't fight against them. They do anything they want to. But they fight against Christianity because Christianity touches the souls of people. And the devil regards Christianity as a threat. Of course it is a threat because we're going to overturn him and his kingdom. So you're very perceptive in saying that.
Okay, that was adorable. So the question is, hey, why is it that the ACLU targets Christians, and why is the Freedom from Religion Foundation, they target Christians? Okay, they're not targeting Christians. What they're doing is trying to stop the infringement of religion, whatever religion it may be, but most often in the U.S. it's Christianity. They're trying to stop religion from meshing with state to the point where religion is being pushed on people who don't believe it through law. That's Secularism 101. That's Americanism 101. That's the Constitution 101. So they're not against Christians. The ACLU, they stand for civil liberties. So they'll fight for your religious freedom if the thing that, you're for is actually religious freedom and not pretending it's religious freedom as you force your religion on other people. Like Kim Davis would argue, hey, it's my religious freedom to prevent gay people from getting married. No, that's not your religious freedom. You don't have the freedom to take away other people's freedoms. So this person does not understand the nuances of what the ACLU does and what they fight for. Now, second of all, why do they target Christians and no other religions? Well, it's not true that they don't target other religions. Wherever there's a problem and it's other religions, they will fight it. But the reason why overwhelmingly the ACLU and Freedom from Religion Foundation, and yes, American liberals, probably including myself, if you go through the SecularTalk YouTube archive and you look at the breakdown of how many stories we've done on the different religions, it is mostly on Christianity. Why? Over 70% of the U.S. population is Christian. Therefore, that is the ideology, and that is the particular religion that most affects my life, where people try to get involved and shove it down our throats. So, for example, this is a fringe example, and it's not that big a deal, but it just shows you how the uber religiosity of Christians in America can affect people who don't want that to be the case. I have a public park near my house where there's Noah's Ark's story, like written out and drawn out for kids. This is a public park funded by public tax dollars, but just tax dollars. And there's the Noah's Ark story all around the park. So kids go around, their parents tell them the story of Noah's Ark, and they're indoctrinating them into this mythical fairy tale bullshit. Okay, that's why American liberals and the ACLU and Freedom from Religion Foundation, that's why we mostly discuss Christianity. Because it's not likely that I'm going to go around the corner in America, where there's less than 1% of the population is Muslim, and, walk into some sort of public demonstration or, some sort of mixing of mosque and state. That's not likely to happen because there's so few Muslims in the U.S. Now, again, that doesn't mean when there is an infringement of Islam on the state in the U.S. that you don't talk about it. Of course you do. But there are more Christians, therefore Christian ideology tries to fight its way into the government more often in the U.S. That's why American liberals, the ACLU, the Freedom from Religion Foundation, mostly discuss Christianity over the other religions. And then the second thing is, look at Pat's excuse. This is a classic, flip it into bragging about how great you are. He goes, well, I'll tell you why they come after us. I don't know why I gave him that accent. That's not Pat Robertson's accent. I gotta do my old man voice. I'll tell you why Christianity is where they come after, because that's where the power is. And Christianity touches the soul of people. And the secularists and atheists know that, so that's why they fight us. Okay, no, alternative answer, and the correct one, is you believe in mythological bullshit, and we don't want that to affect our lives through the government. So you have fairy tales, you have the equivalent of Narnia and Mother Goose and Harry Potter and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, and you base your life on this nonsense, and we don't want it affecting us, so we fight it. It's not like atheists and secularists are sitting there like, oh, we must defeat Christianity because we're so afraid it's true and it touches the soul of so many people. And we're obviously the devil and we want to bring them down, so we have to fight it. And he hinted that at the end, too. He's like, obviously the devil wants to fight Christianity because the devil wants to win and we're going to overturn the devil's kingdom. We're not the devil. Atheists are your neighbors. You know, atheists are the person who you bump into down at the store, your acquaintances, the father of, you know, of one of the kids at the soccer game. We're everywhere, and we're not going anywhere, and we're not the devil, and we're not evil, and all we want is to not have a made-up belief system forced on us through the government. That's not a lot to ask.